Now, here's your number one enemy, planetary head of the world eugenics system, the Antichrist right-hand man, Bill Burn in Hell Gates.
This is the rules there. If this is where we are, does it basically mean that the vaccine is our only hope of getting back to normal?
Yeah, well, society should be able to have things like schooling that get a priority versus certain more entertainment-related things. And I guess, you know, politicians will show what their value system is there. The only way we'll get completely back to normal is by having maybe not the first generation of vaccines, but eventually a vaccine that is super effective and that a lot of the people take, and that we get the disease eliminated on a global basis. That is where we can finally start taking all the problems that have been created in education, mental health, and start to build back in a positive way.
You have said, your foundation said that this pandemic may have set back, you know, we had made advances in decreasing poverty around the world and decreasing those that went without food. And I think you had said this pandemic basically erased 20 years of progress. How long before we can start making progress again? This virus, are we looking at 2022, 2023, when we feel like we'll have this virus under control around the world?
A few things like getting their health systems and vaccination rates back up. You know, you can probably get that back in shape within 3 or 4 years. The poverty impacts and educational impacts will be more like 10 plus years, because they didn't have the ability to write lots of checks. You know, their jobs are not in offices at all. So they've suffered disproportionately. And, you know, this gradual progress that's usually very positive.
This is it. We read the globalist documents, Carol Quigley, Zbigniew Brzezinski. We read what Cecil Rhodes had to say 120 years ago about the plan for world government. We read what Sir Francis Galton said. We read what George Orwell said. We studied the globalist plan. We read what Bill Gates had to say. And now we've seen them build the technocracy up to the point and domesticate the population up to the point and get us in the subservient mode up to the point that people are literally ready to become prisoners in their own homes and be made obsolete by computers and robots that will be forced to take over all the farming, all the ranching, all the repairs, all the roofing, and a true dystopia, which the UN and the left are all bragging is great to lower the human population and lower the carbon footprint. And the main guy pushing it for 40 years, the known villain who had his monopoly broken up with the United Nations and a consortium of big tech, has launched a successful shutdown of the planet, dwarfing what Napoleon, Hitler, Stalin, Mao, Lenin could only dream of. I mean, we are living in modern warfare. In the Chicken Little operation where we hit our knees and give up all our rights. How did I tell you 8 months ago that the lockdown would never end? Did I have a crystal ball out back? No. It was in Operation Lockstep. It was in Event 201. And I told you that COVID is a simulant. It's a live virus that spreads quickly so they can make everybody guilty of having it. And if you're very, very run down and have a lot of comorbidities, and if you have low vitamins and minerals that are essential, you will die. Any virus will do that. And we laid it all out to you, ladies and gentlemen. We laid out every single bit of how they would do it. And now, based off of that, Bill Gates is saying you can never leave your house again. How did we know it was coming? Because they're arrogant. Remember Bill Gates on Fareed Zakaria 3 months into this on CNN.